Hey, Judy. Thanks again for all your help with the wedding.
What are you thanking me for? I should be the one thanking you. You gave me the opportunity to design and make the wedding cake for my best friend's wedding. I haven't had this much fun at my job in years.
There's no one else who I'd want doing it for me. That's why I decided to have the reception at the banquet hall where you work as the head cake designer. But, just so you're aware, if the cake isn't any good, I'm gonna hate you forever. Got that?
Like, is it even possible to make a cake that isn't any good? I feel like if you just pour enough sugar into the mix, it'll at least be palatable. You'd probably have to work pretty hard in order to make a bad cake.
So I guess you're saying that I'm a hard worker?
The single hardest worker I know. I don't know how you do it, but your cakes are absolutely awful. But for whatever reason, you are awesome at making cookies, so I'm glad you were able to find a job doing just that. I remember back in culinary school, our teachers were always blown away by you. How could the same person make such awful cakes but such amazing cookies? I guess it must be in your blood or something.
Yeah, you could be right. My family has been operating our bakery for 3 generations now, and our cookies are our #1 seller. Really, I was hoping to be able to make my own wedding cake.
And it's a good thing you decided against it. If you had made the cake, they'd have to have an entire fleet of ambulances waiting outside the building to carry out all the guests.
Okay, I get it. My cakes suck. But let's have a little conversation about your cookies, huh? If I recall correctly, you only know how to make 3 kinds. Black, blacker, and a smoldering pile of ashes.
Point taken. But hey, everyone can't be good at everything, right?
Man, I am so excited to eat a slice of your cake. Actually, when I think about it, I haven't eaten any cake at all in years. I guess I was so spoiled by eating yours that no other cakes could compare. I'm gonna have to leave plenty of room. Maybe I'll skip breakfast the day of the wedding. I wish we could just skip the ceremony altogether and just get right to the part where we cut the cake.
What exactly do you think the point of a wedding is, anyway? Isn't it, you and Carl vowing to spend the rest of your lives together?
Meh, yeah, there's that. But you know me, I've never been one to like big elaborate fancy ceremonies and stuff like that. If it were my choice, I would have just had a small ceremony for our families. But Carl had other ideas. He wanted to throw a big blowout bash, invite tons of friends, and really go all out. I'm just glad I talked him down from his original ideas for a wedding that would have cost $100,000.
Huh, that's pretty insane for a guy to want that elaborate of a wedding. But I guess it does sound like something Carl would do. He really cares a lot about his friends, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can say that again. Sometimes I feel like he cares a little bit too much about his friends. But just because we're getting married doesn't mean I'm gonna expect him to stop hanging out with his friends entirely. I still hang out with my old gang pretty often, so we can both go see our friends on the same night. It'll work out just fine.
Your gang, huh?
I mean, my totally responsible and upstanding group of friends who never broke any laws or violated public order in any manner whatsoever. Obviously.
You never told Carl about your past, did you?
Are you insane? Of course I didn't. And it's not just him either. I rarely ever tell anyone about my old days. I don't know what I'd do if anyone ever found out.
You mean like if they found out about your old nickname? What was that nickname of yours?
Judy, don't.
It's right on the tip of my tongue.
Judy.
Oh yeah, I remember. It was Mayhem May.
Come on, Judy. Just hearing someone say that makes me want to curl up and cry. I looked up that nickname, and there are still some old message boards with stories about me.
You mean you do vanity searches?
It wasn't a vanity search. I was just curious, that's all. I wouldn't want any weird stories from my past coming back to haunt me, you know.
Well, I for one don't think your Mayhem May alter ego is completely in the past. I'd say she could come back to the surface anytime. I mean, I've heard the way you talk when you get frustrated in the kitchen. That much profanity would make a sailor blush.
No, believe me, I have completely left that life behind me. I'm a new woman. In any case, I'm really looking forward to seeing the cake you make for me.
Wow, that was an abrupt shift in the conversation. But yeah, I should probably get back to work on it. Don't worry, May. This cake is gonna really blow you away.
Hey, so we're gonna cover my friend's hotel bills, right?
Excuse me? It's awfully late to be bringing that up today. You know, the day of our wedding.
I just got to thinking, these are my friends, you know? And some of them have traveled from pretty far away. I can't make them pay to come to our wedding, right? They told me that it was alright, that they didn't mind. But I told them that they didn't have to worry about it, that we would pay for their hotel bills.
Hold it right there. You already told them you would? That's going to increase the cost of our wedding pretty substantially. How are you planning to pay for all that? We're already going to have our work cut out for us to pay for the venue and reception.
Yeah, and who was it who insisted that we have the reception at this fancy place? That was you. I would have been fine going somewhere a little more economical.
No, that is not how that conversation went down. When you first gave me your guest list, you had 500 people on it. I told you to make it 20, but you said you wouldn't settle for anything less than 50 guests. So, we made a deal. You can invite 50 friends, and I got to pick the location for the reception. So don't try to make it sound like you were the one who was the most concerned about costs, okay?
Oh, come on. Don't tell me you're mad at me over this. Listen, this is something a girl might not understand, but us guys, we have a sort of code of conduct. I'm older than them. I make more money than them, so I should be the one to put them up in a hotel.
I could understand if you were talking about buying a couple drinks, but the hotel bill for dozens of people? And they already told you that they would pay their own bills.
Yeah, so I had to stake out the hotel in order to make sure they wouldn't pay before I got there. Me and Tyler were there together. We snuck up behind them when they walked in the door and scared the crap out of them. Oh, it was hilarious.
Tyler is here?
Well, duh, obviously. He happens to be my best friend. And you get along great with him too, right? Honestly, how could anyone not get along with Tyler? He's the funniest guy I know.
All right, well, I guess you can just take care of things yourself then. Try not to cause too much trouble, okay?
Trouble? Me? On our wedding day? Oh, perish the thought. I want to make sure today's a big success.
I mean, it seems like if you just do things like normal, it's pretty hard for a wedding to fail.
Normal? Yuck! No thanks. This is our wedding. I've invited a ton of my old friends, so I can't just let this thing be normal. These people want a show, and they're gonna get one.
This is a wedding, not a show. Sure, you can have a bit of entertainment if you want, but try not to go overboard, all right? Really, Carl, I just want today to be a nice, easy, peaceful day.
Oh, trust me. I know you like things nice, easy, and peaceful.
Is there something you'd like to say to me, Carl?
Just that, I wish you'd be less, I don't know, boring?
Excuse me?
You can be a real buzzkill at times, and that's really unattractive. Did I ever tell you what me and Tyler used to do at our parties back in college? If anyone tried to tell a joke that bombed, we made them choose between chugging beers till they threw up and running around the block butt naked. For us, humor is like etiquette.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about your good old college days since I've known you. Don't you think it's time to grow up a little, though?
Let me think. Nope.
God damn it, Carl! Stop being an asshole and listen to me!
Whoa, what was that?
Sorry, I kind of lost my temper.
That was a good one!
A good what?
Subversion of expectations.
subversion of expectations?
Yeah, typically you're always so stern and serious, but then all of a sudden you acted like you were really ticked off at me. There's a bunch of characters like that in comedy shows. Girls who are timid most of the time, but then they're really scary when they get mad. They're hilarious. Your routine needs a little work, though. Keep it up, though, and maybe one day you'll be funny enough to hang out with us.
Yeah, sure. I can only hope. Anyway, I need to go now. I gotta finish getting dressed.
Ah, shoot, you're right. The ceremony's gonna start soon. I'll see you later, May. This wedding's gonna be awesome. I can feel it.
I don't really need awesome, but okay.
Yo, May, where you going? I think you're taking the whole fake anger routine a little too far. Like, all Tyler did was shove a piece of cake in your face. It's nothing to get that angry over. Didn't you see the reaction from the crowd? They loved it! So hurry up and come on back. We're barely even halfway through the reception.
The wedding is off, dumbass.
Okay, again, you really need to work on the routine. You're just not believable at all right now.
It's not a routine, you idiot. I'm pissed at you, for real.
What? You are? But what for? It was a classic gag. You know, surprise the bride with a piece of cake in her face. Wedding guests love that kind of thing.
You and your moron friend ruined our wedding cake. You went way over the line, Carl.
I don't believe this. You mean you really all mad? What's the big deal? The cake was massive. There was no way we were gonna eat all of it. We just make the first cut together, take a bite, and then spend the rest of the night talking with the guests.
That cake was made especially for me by my best friend. And yes, I was planning on eating every single bite. You were lucky I didn't beat the crap out of both of you right then and there.
Yeesh. You really aren't good at the whole mad thing. It just doesn't suit you. You should stick to the prim and proper routine. It suits you better.
Screw you, Carl. I'll decide what suits me for myself. You insulted me and my friend Judy today, and I'm gonna make you pay for that.
What, you want me to pay you back for the cake? How much did it cost? $20 or so? Anyway, we can talk about money later. Let's get back to the wedding, okay?
Were you not paying attention? I told you the wedding is off. And I'm leaving. Make sure you pay all your friends' hotel bills for them. Oh, and give any gifts back to the people who brought them.
Wait a second, you're actually leaving? You can't do that! Just get back here, May. We're in the middle of our wedding! It was just getting fun too. Don't skip out on me now.
You can stay and have all the fun you want on your own dime. But as for me, I already told the venue staff that I'm gone. Why don't you turn the reception into a fun little drinking party for you and your precious friends?
What the hell has gotten into you? Whatever. That's fine by me. I was never all that interested in a boring woman like you anyway. I've got plenty of other girls on the hook besides you. So thanks a lot, actually. Without you around to hold me down, I'll be getting way more action.
Well, well, well. Isn't that an interesting admission? So you've been cheating on me, huh? Thanks for letting me know. I screenshotted that text, and I'll be sure to show it to your parents.
What the? No, wait, don't do that.
Too late. I already sent them the message. You'll have to deal with them by yourself now.
But you don't have any proof I cheated on you, other than that text. My parents trust me. They'll never believe I was having an affair.
Yeah, right. I have no proof at all, except for the fact that you just admitted it. Unless... Oh, I get it. When you said you had a bunch of girls on the hook, you were just lying.
No.
That makes a lot more sense. You're not really having an affair. You were only making that up in order to protect your bruised ego. Wow, that's probably even more pathetic than actually having an affair would be.
I'm not lying.
Oh, then you did have an affair, and you're going to have to explain that to your parents and all your friends. I'm sending your text out to all your friends right now, too.
Hey, come on, don't do that.
And since you've been unfaithful, then you can pay for the full cost of the wedding by yourself. So, I think you would better start tightening your belt. You're going to need a lot of money shortly.
Hey, what gives? You seem different. Like, I've never seen this side of you. It's like you're an entirely different person than the May I know.
Unfortunately for you, you've awakened a side of me that I thought I was done with. And don't think that this is the only revenge I'm going to get on you. You have a lot more punishment coming your way, so get ready.
So, this isn't gonna impact the promise you made to me about the specialty cookie set, right?
What cookie set?
We talked about this before. I'm trying to score a contract with a company for my job, and the CEO of that company loves your cookies. So I promised him that I would get you to bake him a special set of all your best kinds of cookies.
Oh, yeah, that. You can forget about that. I'm not lifting one finger to help a pathetic loser like you land a big sale.
May, come on, you can't do this to me. I already promised him that you would make it by our next sales meeting, and that's next week. If I walk into that meeting room without a box of cookies with me, it's gonna be a massive humiliation for me.
You'll have to work your way out of this mess by yourself. It's not my problem.
For the love of God, May, please don't be like this. I have spent months trying to get a sale from this guy, and I'm so close I can feel it. If all that hard work goes to waste because of a stupid box of cookies, I don't think I'll be able to show my face in the office again.
How much clearer can I make this, Carl? I don't care about your stupid job. If you want a shoulder to cry on when you get fired, why don't you call your lover boy, Tyler?
Hey, don't talk about him like that. He's not my lover boy. Yuck. All he did was shove a piece of cake in your face. You're blowing this all way out of proportion.
This is not just about having cake shoved in my face. I'm as mad as I am because my best friend put a lot of time and effort into making that cake for me.
Your best friend? Ha! More like your only friend. Aw, did I hurt the feelings of your precious little friend?
Oh, and you've got a whole horde of friends on your side? Is that it?
Hell yeah, I do. Don't you remember how many people I wanted to invite to the wedding? All 500 of those people were my close friends. If I ask them for help, then I'll have no trouble pulling together the money to pay for this stupid wedding. I'm something of a leader in my friends group. You know, they respect me, and I take care of them.
Wow, they respect you? I find that hard to believe.
Yeah, that's not surprising. You don't know anything about what it means to have friends, because you have no friends. Anyways, you want to cancel the wedding? Fine by me. The wedding's off. And screw your stupid cookies too. I'll find a way to land the sales without them.
Good luck with that. So is that all? Are we done for today?
Yeah, go home. Get out. I'll take care of everything here. Sheesh, you're lucky I'm such a generous guy. I don't have to pay for the wedding if I don't want to. There's nothing in the law that says I have to.
This is less of a legal matter and more of a moral matter. Your idiocy resulted in the wedding getting called off, so it only makes sense that you pay for it.
Whatever. Hey, what's going on? Where are my friends? Why aren't they in the reception hall anymore?
Isn't it obvious? They all left. I guess they all got tired of seeing you embarrass yourself over and over again. And they never even really liked you all that much to begin with.
No, they all left? But that can't be. They didn't even come up to me and tell me they were leaving. And what about our plans for tonight? We were gonna have an all-out bash, just like the good old days. I already ordered enough beer for 200 people.
Yeah, they're tired of playing along with your drinking habits, too. They're guys, so it's not like they're morally opposed to drinking or anything, but you always go way overboard. Like, taking everyone's phones and wallets and locking them up until they drink all the beer you bought.
Yeah, right. You're such a liar. There's no way my buddies would say that about me.
You don't believe me? Then you'll have to explain why I know that Meg turned you down.
What?
Is Meg one of those other girls you have on the hook? Well, it seems like you didn't actually have her on the hook at all because she turned you down. Don't get me wrong, I don't really care about you hitting on other women anymore. But yeah, the fact that I know that should tell you something about how your friends really feel about you.
No way. Those jerks! They sold me out! Damn it. Now how am I gonna get all the money I need to pay for this wedding?
You're gonna have to come up with something because none of those guys want anything to do with you. Well, except for that blithering idiot Tyler.
Tyler's still here? I knew I could count on him. Where is he right now?
He's a bit tied up at the moment. Literally. So don't worry about him.
Wait a second. He's literally tied up? What are you doing to him?
Just making him pay for what he's done. But again, don't worry about him. You have much bigger issues of your own to worry about. Go home and get ready to face the music.
You can't order me around like that. I don't have to listen to you. You think you've won, huh? You think you're coming out on top? You're just PMSing about getting pranked. And it was a hilarious prank, by the way.
Look, I know your pride has taken massive damage today, and you feel like you have to get the last word in. But really, just stop. You're embarrassing yourself. You're wasting time, too. You need to get to work on getting that money together as soon as possible. And if you don't, then I'm going to sue the both of you.
Ha! Sue us? For what?
For assault and battery and intentional infliction of emotional distress. It hurt quite a bit when Tyler shoved that cake into my face. And the way you humiliated me at my own wedding is going to be haunting me for years to come.
Yeah, right. I don't believe you for 1 second. It didn't hurt that bad. It was just a joke. A freaking joke. It's not my fault you couldn't take it.
It wasn't a joke to me, Carl. That's it. Screw you. I'm for sure gonna sue you now.
God damn it, you're such a freaking child. I'm sorry. There, are you happy now? Is that what you wanted? I apologized, so drop your stupid lawsuit, alright? It's just gonna be a pain in the ass.
Thanks to that half-hearted apology, I think I'm gonna sue you twice as hard now. I'll have to talk to a lawyer to find anything else I can sue you for. Hopefully one of them carries the death penalty.
The death penalty? It was a cake, not anthrax. Chill out, woman. I'll try again. I'm sorry, May. Very, very sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. All I wanted to do was add a little humor to the wedding. That's all.
Smashing the entire wedding cake into the bride's face during the reception is humor to you?
Hell yeah, it is. It's a classic example of physical comedy. How do you not get that? Okay, I apologized. So you're gonna go ahead and make those cookies for me, right? Please, May, I can't afford to screw this up. All that I need to do is get this one guy to put his pen to paper, and I'll have earned an entire year's worth of commission in one sale.
I'm still waiting for a reason that I should do that for you. I can't come up with one, so you're out of luck. I'm not doing it.
But come on! I apologize to you. Isn't that enough?
Yeah, you apologized, but I never said that I forgave you now, did I?
You snotty little... That's it. You left me no choice, May. If you're not gonna make those cookies willingly, then I'll have to force you to make them. I'm gonna come by your precious little bakery tomorrow, and I ain't leaving until I have my cookies.
You're joking, right? Why would you be willing to go so far over this?
You know why. If I don't get this contract, then I'm really in big trouble. I've already messed up one big contract this year. They're gonna fire me for sure.
Wow, really? That makes me even more glad that I'm not going to marry you anymore.
And the last guy who turned me down was just like you. He had absolutely no sense of humor. I made one little joke, and he got all ticked off and told me to get lost. Can you believe that? Scrapping an amazing proposal over a joke?
Oh, so you made a fool of yourself in front of him? Yeah, I believe that.
I brought along a goldfish in a little plastic bag with me, and I pretended like I found it in the hole, right? Then I held it up to him and said, "Hey, check it out. It's a goldfish." Huh? Get it? It's a goldfish on a golf course. A goldfish!
That's the kind of joke that only sounds funny if you're 5 beers deep. I wouldn't be surprised if he left the course immediately to spare himself any more of your cringe.
Yeah, just like I thought. You have a terrible sense of humor. Anyway, the moral of the story is, if I don't land this contract, I'm screwed. I'm already gonna have to pay for the wedding, and you're gonna sue me? So what am I gonna do about that if I lose my job too? I've got nothing to lose, May, so I'm gonna stand right in front of the counter at your bakery until you bake me my cookies.
That's not gonna do you any good. I strongly suggest you don't go through with that.
Ha! Look who's scared. I told you, I've got a bunch of friends on my side. All the creeps I actually invited to the wedding might have abandoned me. But I have way more friends where they came from. And I'm gonna call all of them to come with me tomorrow. What do you say about that, huh?
I say you're a moron.
Oh yeah? Well, I say I'm moving up my schedule then. I'm coming down there tonight. Hey, what's with all these people outside your bakery? Hold on, they're all chicks? What the?
Oh, them? They're my friends. They came by because they heard I was in trouble. They're all very, very angry at you.
Your friends? You know all these girls? A bunch of them are carrying baseball bats, pipes, and chains.
Don't worry, Carl. I've given them all strict orders not to harm you. But if I might make a suggestion, you probably shouldn't leave the bakery. I'll bet anything that at least one of them is gonna lose her cool and come at you swinging.
Come out swinging? Who are these people?
They're reformed now, but they're still a bit hot-headed. Let's just say that you do not want to make enemies of any of them.
Hey, this isn't fair. You can't have this many people on your outside. I'm way outnumbered.
Say what now? I thought you were gonna call hundreds of your devoted friends over here. I figured I'd have to have as many allies for myself as possible. So, Carl, where are all your friends?
Oh, well, something came up.
Something came up for all 400 of them? My goodness, isn't that a coincidence? Save it, Carl. You and I both know they just didn't want to come. They might act like your friends when you're around, but the second you leave, they all immediately start making fun of you and wish you'd stop being such an obnoxious loser.
That's not true. It's like I said, something came up. They were all busy. They got called into work or something.
Called into work on a Saturday afternoon? All of them? Come up with a better excuse. Besides, a bunch of your friends already came to the wedding, so I know they have the day off. What happened to them? Did they get called into work in the hour or so that's gone by since the wedding got canceled?
Those guys turned their backs on me. They're not my real friends. I've still got a ton of friends who respect me.
This is getting embarrassing to watch. You need to understand that the only reason you're still conscious right now is because I'm protecting you from them.
You're protecting me?
I'm allowing you to take shelter in my bakery. I have an app on my phone that I use to lock the doors from a distance so no one can get in. I could unlock that door anytime, though. Is that what you'd like?
Wait, are you threatening me? And where are you right now?
I'm observing the situation closely from somewhere else. I still need to look after poor little Tyler here.
Oh yeah, Tyler. Where is he? What did you do to him?
Nothing. Once the wedding got canceled, he came by and started trying to pick a fight with me. So, I decided to protect him from himself and tie him up.
You mean you really did literally tie him up? That's kidnapping!
Not hardly. He's the one who tried to take the first swing at me. You should have seen him after that. He was all like, "I'm so sorry. Please don't kill me. I'll never do it again. Please."
Just what the hell are you anyway?
Your worst nightmare. Now, if you'd like to live to see old age, I suggest you get to doing some apologizing of your own. Go to the bakery's front window, get down on your hands and knees, and beg my friends for forgiveness. I'll be watching you using the bakery's security cameras.
I don't have to apologize to them. I didn't do anything to them.
Oh, okay. Then I'll just have to unlock the doors. After all, it's a Saturday, and we've got a lot of hungry paying customers waiting to get inside.
Wait, don't do it. God, whatever you do, do not unlock that door. They're getting closer and closer by the second.
Then get on your knees, Carl. Beg for your life. Do it now.
All right, I'll do it. God, May, you're going way over the line with this.
How so? It's all a little joke. I'm just trying to provide a little entertainment to my friends who traveled from far away to be here for me. What's the matter? Did you lose your sense of humor? After that, Carl was a good little boy and got on his knees just like I told him to. I was watching him using the bakery security camera, and man, was it entertaining. I think he was actually crying when he saw all my old girlfriends approaching the window. I wish I didn't have to resort to such drastic measures. But I was glad to see how quickly they all jumped into action when they heard I needed help. Well, I guess the biggest reason is probably just that it was Saturday and they were bored. By the way, Judy was the one who got a hold of all of them for me. I guess this shows who really has the respect of their friends between me and Carl. Frankly, I doubted they were all gonna come since it's been so long since we all used to hang out together. So, it was really touching to see how much they care, even after all these years. This goes without saying, but I outright refused to make the cookies for Carl. So, he had to break his promise to the CEO he was trying to win over, and Carl's proposal got shot down. Thanks to that failure, he was quickly removed from his company. He's now unemployed and deep in debt, without a single person out there willing to extend a helping hand to him. As for his buddy, Tyler, their relationship took a turn for the worse after the events surrounding the wedding. I guess they don't really talk to each other anymore. Poor Carl, he lost the only person in the world who he could genuinely call his friend. As for me, after the dust settled, I got right back to doing what I love, making all sorts of sweets at my family's bakery. I'm also working on a collaboration project with my friend Judy, a 2-layer cake with cookie crumble filling in between. Just the thought of combining my cookies with her cake makes my mouth start to water. I can't wait till it's ready to cook. That's what I love about my friendship with Judy. We both have our unique strengths, and when you put us together, we're invincible.